Good morning everyone and welcome back to the two-headed wolf gaming channel in Laysara Summit Kingdom as we continue our journey on Demon's Rest. So grab yourself a nice cup of coffee or tea and let's get started. The first thing which happened as soon as I loaded this game is that the power of the avalanche has been increased by 1. And it is perfect timing as I was already making plans to fill these areas up and we have a full treasury, good economy, so we can add a few extra layers of defense without much of a worry. Just looking through this menu, I was looking at avalanche barriers, which block weak avalanches or more powerful ones already weakened by 3 covers. This has a very interesting wording, one which I will want to experience with in future maps where we have multiple points of avalanche. At this moment it might be a bit too late to make experience with the avalanches. However, the way that it sounds to me is that if the avalanche is too powerful, for example, if it is at level 3 and I put down one of these walls, then the power of the avalanche will not slow down. It will pretty much go through the wall, break it, and the power will still stay at 3 stars. Where if we look at this and say blocks weak avalanches or more powerful ones already weakened by 3 covers, then what that would mean is that as long as we weaken the power of the avalanche by maybe another point, then the wall will be able to hold out for a while longer, right? Or it could reduce the power, or not reduce the power. It doesn't reduce the power of the avalanche, but maybe it stops a level 1 avalanche. Maybe even a level 2 if it goes through trees. We will see if that is the case, but I am thinking of putting a wall down like this because we'll build a road here to take advantage of these trees and make coal, which we will need in order to make smoked meat. We will draw a road like a wall like that, and then we'll put a road like this and then another one like this, and this gives us access to some extra wood as well. Over on this side, let's see, where is that other avalanche point? It's right here. Once again, we're getting some trees. We're gonna put a road here because I will want to have access to these trees. And then we're gonna put down an avalanche barrier. Do I want to put it here though? Right, what I could do is I could have some coal makers somewhere here and then I could put a road like this, a wall like that, but maybe it's not really worth it. We'll put one of these barriers like this for the moment and we shall see what we do in the future. There we go. We've lost about 100 in total revenue there, but we'll be fine. Let's see, who wants smoked meat? It's important to see what population needs it. The monks don't seem to want it at all, so there's no point in providing it to them. I'm guessing that the artisan and the lowlanders would want it. Yes, 2 points for them, and another 2 points here. With this in mind, where do we want to have our production? What I am thinking, if there's no river here, is that we could have our smoked meat somewhere in this area. We will need to make a trading post as well in order to import some salt. But mostly will be these goat farms, which will take a lot of space, right? This is the most problematic building out of all of them. Because in order to produce enough smoked meat, we will need multiple of these. For charcoal, we need 12 wood, and over here we're producing what? Only 2? That's very little. Oh, this is because it's at high levels. On this side, we would be in the yellow line, so that's 4 wood. And if we build a wood production center over here, we would get 6 per unit. We need to take advantage of that wood in a sense, but we might also need wood in order to build the temple at the top. So I am thinking that to begin with, maybe we'll just make some coal here. If this one does not give us an advantage, then what I'm going to do is that I will delete the road. But that doesn't stop the usage of our workforce or the upkeep. Okay, we'll leave it at that just so I can see it later on. Let's put down a coal maker for now. Right, I'm thinking I'll put it over here. Have it close by. Smoke houses are very small. If I have to transport it, I was thinking that no, we cannot build it over here. Like if I was to make this industry over here, then it would be easily transportable here and here, and we wouldn't need to worry about the monks. We could start building it over here. Right, the market can reach this area, so maybe drag a few roads like this, then have the economy over here. That might work, rather than having it up here. Because the only advantage that we have here is the coal. But we would still need to transport the coal over there. So unless we want to put down a few trees here, like go something like this. I don't think I want to, because this seems like perfect place for a few more houses. Plus there's more copper there. Yeah, other than making coal somewhere around here, there's no real advantage to building it on this side. I could have a few coal, like a few tree buildings over here. Then have some coal makers somewhere around this area. Maybe like so. Or even transport the woods towards coal makers, which are up here, which support coal houses. Can I put goat farms on this side? Yeah, we could have a big line of them. Let me do this. How many houses would we want to fit here? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and have a row like this. Yeah, that would be the center line for a praying shrine or decorations or something else, and then we would have another 8 houses there. And we can put the goats here. You know what? I think I'd be happy with that. Yeah, I think I am. Let's do this. We'll put down a few of these trees. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna say 1, 2. That's 1 coal maker. And we'll start with 1. Let's do it like that, right? We'll just start with 1. We'll drag these here. You will need, what I'm thinking is that I'll put down just the cart post to transport these to this area. And then we will put another one of these carts over here. Seems like that is the most efficient option that we have at the moment. And then we'll have some goat farms. We'll start with 2 goat farms because we need 8 meat. Any of these produce just 4 raw meat. And then I'll put down these smokehouses. Let's see, where can we fit that trading post? It's not here, but we can fit it over here. So that allows us now, let's see, we will need a few more residents, lowlanders. We'll take a look here. And let's throw down a few more houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put down the row like this. We're missing eggs. Okay. Still missing some satisfaction here. Let's see. I think I just go like this. Now what? Now we'll send the meat here. We're going to go to smoked meat. Put one of these down. How much do we need? So that's 4 coal, 8 meat, and 1 salt. The import price 20 per unit, not that bad. We could sell smoked meat at 20 price. Well, I guess 20 is just 1 unit, and we would sell maybe 8. How much meat do we produce with one of these? 8? Okay, the price is good for both import and export. We could have another trading post here later on. Yeah, I think we can make this. Let's import the salt. Let's drag it here. We'll import only 1. And now we can send the goods over where? What do we need? We will need artisans as well, so we can provide them with this. They say that this is not in the range. Given that I will have to transport it to other areas as well, shall I go with a yak post? That might not be a bad idea. But let's put this one down like this. Send the meat over here. Then we'll have you supply over here. Great. That allows us to upgrade a few more buildings. What is the consumption now? It definitely pushed down the consumption for a bunch of buildings, allowing us to bring in a few more artisan and some extra gold. Great. I am happy with that. And actually we can push even further, but we will need a bit more Tsampa. How much Tsampa do we have in here? A surplus of 15. So we can push this even further because we can increase the consumption. There's already a surplus of 2 there. But maybe because we have 21 people right now, we can even send some of this meat over here. And what do we need? We need more smoked meat. So we'll put down another one of these. We'll continue the production chain like so. Right? We'll do this. You want some extra salt as well. Okay, can I not send to 2 places? No, we will need one of these small carrier posts as well. We'll stop this, we'll send you over here, we'll send you over here. We'll ask for 2 units to supply this one as well. Now we need another charcoal post. Okay. And what else? Can I reach that? Okay, we're in the negative because we don't have enough lowlanders there. If I was to move this building over here. I think it helps us with production and transportation. There we go, we're moving this here. Then we'll supply even more. Once again, we'll send it over here as well. And now that we have enough goods, I can send it there. And since we do have a 4 surplus, in order to stabilize our economy, I am thinking that we can place down another trading post. We will say sell smoked meat and then transport the surplus. And that brings us back up. We also need to replace... Let's see, if I put this here, how far does it reach? But it doesn't reach all of the houses. But I was thinking of throwing in a few more of these huts here. How does this market look? Well, if I place down a few more huts, we would definitely get the smoked meat. How much extra fish do we have? Well, we're selling 8. So it would reduce the fish as well. Maybe we're not developing this area. We'll leave that there for now. And we're going to work on this area here. I feel like that is the better idea. Going to be placing down a few of these houses. Make sure they have access to a praying shrine. Okay. So let's see what's our next mission. That was a great idea. Our people love to have more variety in their food. Speaking of food, there is another thing we have to do. What is it this time? I was granted another vision last night. The spirits declared they will only share their knowledge with the cultivating traditions on the land, with those cultivating traditions on the land. So it's obvious we need to start brewing butter tea. It's the sacred beverage of our people. We're going to say that the spirits send you a vision every time you want something, aren't you? So now the monks want some butter tea. Let's see, avalanche. Okay, it did stop it and the wall stopped it after that. That's good. On this side, we can upgrade some of these houses. There we go. We've reached the maximum upgrade there. Because I would like to get a bit more money and make sure that we're filling up our treasury before making any other changes. On this side, I was thinking of starting a production of Zampa somewhere down here. So that we can provide it on this side and maybe even transport it later on to this side. Actually, we do have a bit of a production here, however, it won't fit too many more barley fields. There's also this side as well, which we shouldn't forget about. Shall we get some extra artisans? Rather than upgrading those buildings, maybe we'll place down a few more, like I said earlier. I'd do something like this. Can you not reach? You cannot reach, but let's try to upgrade the road. It's going to cost us some money. But we've managed to reach it, which is awesome. We will also need a few more yaks. So in order to provide our people with the extra yaks, let's see. We'll be placing down a few more of these barley fields. Okay, that doesn't work there. Maybe we can do something a bit different, like try to organize it in a way that makes sense. Let's remove the roads to something cheaper. Okay, we can now produce... Oh, this is too much actually. Keep forgetting that we don't need this much. Well then, let's disable this. We'll drag this one over here. We'll supply it with goods from this side. But we need a road there. Great. And now we can have another one of these. And there it is. Overall, we're good. I'm just gonna wait to gather some more cash. And let's see what we need for butter tea in the meantime. Butter tea, is it here? Yes. And for it, we will need 5 points of knowledge. We are at 3. I think the best way forward is to get another monastery going. Where would we want to bring a few more monks? On this side? Maybe? We could have a few more houses here. But if I want to give our monks... Okay, so we can get another point here, actually. Another point here. That would be 4 points. How much do we need for the butter tea? We need 5. So that's 5, and if I put down another monastery, then that will be 8. Or I could supply it in order to get 8 points in total. Which is great. But I believe that we wouldn't have the greatest effect if I bring another monastery somewhere here. Actually, somehow this does not reach these people. If I was to put down a few more houses over here, then maybe having the monastery on this side wouldn't be bad. Right? If I put it like here or here. I think I would be okay. I'll put it down for now. What do these want? Satisfaction level dropped. Let's put down some houses. We'll start it like this. And I'll drag a road around. Like so. Maybe I don't even need this connection here. Okay, that market cannot reach this far. I would need better roads. But they need more satisfaction. And it's either from textiles, from cheese, or from fish. So let's provide our people with a bit more fish. Good. And either give them cheese. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't see a production line close by. But we could be making some cheese. Right? Yak Shacks provide 6 milk for some cheese. It's a 1-on-1 ratio. And it seems like it could fit perfectly somewhere here. Let's try to do it like so. Good, we need even more. Put down a better road. Can I connect this in a way that it reaches those houses? Not in a cheap way. What I'm going to do for the moment, if I put houses on that side, then this monastery will definitely not reach it. And I'm going to put this praying shrine here. I'll put another one there. We'll connect this area with a road. will supply the market. Good. At least now we have enough monks, I would say. We're close to having enough monks. We can still upgrade the houses or build a few more and we'll be fine. They need a few more lowlanders. For these lowlanders here, I have, other than eggs, I haven't provided them with anything. And I feel like providing them with Sampa is an easy way to make them happy. Let's put down one of these. And then we're going to go with... I guess we'll start with barley fields first. Is this enough? No, they need even more. Because over here we're only producing 4 on the barley field. Then what I'm going to do is definitely here. Let's make that production chain which I was talking about. We'll leave some space here. Can we fit 2 mills on this side? 1? No. Then I will leave more space. And we're gonna try to put down a yak shack. Or a yak post. Like that. Drag a row like so. And then we'll have to find a way to fit some of these buildings efficiently, right? We'll start with 1 there. We're going to delete this road because we can fit 1 barley farm here. Then we're gonna keep going down. Good. This one now produces 6, which I will want to send here. You will be sending it up here. Okay, and now we're on 6 of 6. 1, 2 there. We'll do even more. Now we have a surplus of 6, but we can bring in a bunch of people, which will require more from us. Let's also put down one of those tax collectors. Look at that. So much money. We don't need to push any further than this. We just need to get our monasteries ready, and for that we will need to keep producing this painted cedar. Will I be placing it here? Wouldn't be a bad idea. I can do that. And then I'll drag a row like so. Okay, I believe we need an herbalist as well. No, I think we still have, yeah, we still have some dyes. I think what we will need though is another yak post here. Because the best way to split this in the future would be to go through a yak post. So we'll send you here, we'll send you here. We have 8 painted cedar. We'll send it over here. Now we're getting another point of knowledge. And with the 2 that we have a surplus for, we're going to send it to this monastery over here. And that, I believe, will provide us with only 1 point in the research level. Should I? I'll enable it right now. Yeah, we're missing a lot of monks, but that is okay. We're getting the amount of points that we want. Let's see, as far as food goes here. I think we can upgrade it. And we'll need to make a bit more honey. That is totally fine. Light here. Guess I'll disable this building for now. They also need a bit more cheese. we'll do like this. Build a better road so that it reaches the market. Nope, still doesn't reach it. How about I put it over here? Oh, this is a weaver. It's not a cheesemaker. We'll make it like this then, and this, and this. Great. Does this? Yeah, he does have all the milk that he needs. We need a few more yaks and a few more monks. Given this open space here, we'll do this. We'll drag a road here. Now we need only 4 more monks, which we can already get like this. So now we're in the positive. For the yaks, we're going here. And we'll say to you, well, let's enable this barley farm. Or even fill this space here. There we have it. Let's see. Anybody unhappy? No. Missing a resource here. Oh, because I am short on painted cedar for that monastery. Most of our houses can be upgraded. We're doing really fine here. I don't have to worry about a thing in the world. We now have access to Yak Utopia, so if we want those in the future, we can get it. But more importantly, we can start making butter tea. But that is going to have to be it for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. Very interesting how things have evolved at the moment and how smoothly everything feels. Treasury is doing totally fine. Let's see the avalanche. This should protect us. Ooh. Well, I thought I was protected, but apparently with a bit more avalanche power, also the range got increased. So we'll have to put these down, and I'll have to do a cleanup job using these guys. But that is going to have to be it for the moment. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, do consider leaving a like, as it does help me, helps the channel grow. And until next time, I thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all have a wonderful day.